Come now, settle in, my dear one. Let your breathing become soft and even, and let your thoughts drift like the gentlest cloud. I have a tale for you tonight, a journey across the stars, filled with quiet courage and the deep unfolding of truth. It is a story from a long, long time ago, a journey of discovery and the bonds that hold us close. Our story begins on a faraway, icy world called Hoth, a place where the air was crisp and the snow lay deep and still. Here, the brave Rebel Alliance had found a secret, peaceful refuge, hidden from the watchful eyes of the formidable Galactic Empire. Among them was young Luke Skywalker, a bright spirit with a destiny just beginning to gently unfurl. One chilly evening, as Luke rode his sure-footed Tauntaun, exploring the vast, quiet plains, a large, snowy creature, curious and perhaps a little disoriented by the cold, caused a gentle tumble. Luke found himself in a quiet, icy cave, but with a clever mind and a strong will, he soon found his way back into the soft night air, guided by the familiar face of his friend, Han Solo, who had ventured out into the cold night to bring him safely home. Yet, even in this serene hideaway, a watchful eye from afar began to stir. A small, mechanical probe, sent by the Empire, quietly scanned the frozen landscape. Its distant signal, carried on the invisible currents of space, soon reached the formidable Darth Vader, a figure of silent power, who immediately understood that the rebels' quiet refuge had been discovered. And so, far across the frosty plains, the Imperial forces began their careful advance. Immense, deliberate walkers, known as AT-ATs, emerged from the distant mists, their heavy steps a soft thud against the snow. The rebels, with quiet determination, understood it was time to move. Their brave pilots, including Luke, maneuvered their delicate airspeeders with precision, performing graceful, soulful movements to gently guide the descent of the colossal walkers, allowing their friends to make their escape. Amidst the soft chaos of departure, Han Solo, with Princess Leia, the loyal Wookiee Chewbacca, and the polite droid C-3PO, swiftly departed in their beloved ship, the Millennium Falcon. But as they slipped away from the icy world, their ship's hyperdrive, a small but vital part of their journey, decided to be a little reluctant. Their path then led them through a shimmering field of space rocks, a celestial dance of quiet debris. To escape the Empire's persistent gaze, they tucked their ship into a sheltered cavern, which, to their gentle surprise, turned out to be the immense mouth of a vast, ancient being, an asteroid worm. It was a moment of shared rest within its immense form, a brief lull before they continued their journey, shaking free as the gentle giant stirred. Meanwhile, Luke, following the quiet guidance of his departed mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, set a different course. He flew his X-Wing to a distant, misty world called Dagobah, a swampy realm shrouded in an ancient, gentle quiet. Here, he encountered a humble, ancient friend, small in stature but vast in wisdom, named Yoda. At first, Luke was uncertain, expecting a grand master. But Yoda slowly revealed his profound truth, teaching Luke about the Force, not as a tool for power, but as a living energy connecting all things, a deep breath shared by the universe. Luke began a period of gentle exercises for the mind, a practice of focus, learning to lift objects with only a thought, to understand the subtle whispers of the living world. In a quiet cave, he faced an inner challenge, a moment of introspection where he saw a reflection of his deepest fears and learned that sometimes the greatest battles are fought within our own hearts. Back aboard the Millennium Falcon, as Han gently worked on the hyperdrive and Leia watched the stars, a growing warmth blossomed between them. Shared moments of quiet understanding, words spoken from the heart, wove a delicate thread between them, even as the distant, persistent presence of Darth Vader and his watchful bounty hunters continued their silent pursuit. Han, seeking a safe haven to repair the Falcon, made a thoughtful decision to visit a unique city suspended in the sky, Cloud City, ruled by his old friend, Lando Calrissian. Lando, a charming and welcoming host, promised them safe harbor, a moment of reprieve. But even in this beautiful, gleaming city, shadows began to gather. Darth Vader had found them. Lando, caught between loyalty and immense pressure, made a difficult choice, a moment of quiet sorrow that weighed heavily on his heart. Han was captured, and a deep chill settled over him as he was gently lowered into a shimmering chamber, a strange process designed to create a moment of perfect stillness, to hold him in a quiet, suspended slumber. Leia watched with a heavy heart, her affection for him a silent promise, uttered in the tender words, "I love you." Luke, sensing the quiet distress of his friends, felt his heart pulled towards them, leaving Dagobah despite Yoda's gentle warning. He arrived at Cloud City, where a somber meeting awaited him. There, in the silent depths of the city, he faced Darth Vader. It was a dance of light and shadow, a focused exchange of energy, a profound and weighty conversation. During this quiet confrontation, Luke lost his hand. But it was then, in a moment of profound quiet, that a deep and unexpected truth was gently offered to him. A whisper of connection, a lineage previously unknown, unfolded between them, forever changing the landscape of his understanding. "No, I am your father," Vader revealed, a quiet bombshell that echoed in the stillness. Luke, reeling from this deep discovery, found his escape. Lando, his heart softened by the difficult choices he had made, chose to act, leading Leia and Chewbacca to Luke's side. Together, in a moment of thoughtful decision, friends came together and made a swift and gentle departure from Cloud City, leaving the frozen Han behind, a quiet promise of rescue in their hearts. In the quiet peace of a medical bay, Luke's hand was gently mended. As the Millennium Falcon, accompanied by the rebel fleet, drifted through the silent depths of space, Luke, Leia, Lando, and Chewbacca stood together, looking out at the endless expanse of stars. Their hearts were filled with a shared resolve, a quiet determination to continue their journey. They knew their paths were entwined, their purpose clear, and though the road ahead stretched into the unknown, they faced it with calm strength. Their gazes fixed on the peaceful possibilities of the cosmos. And as they gazed at the quiet, shimmering stars, you too can close your eyes, my dear one. Let the gentle hum of the spacecraft, the soft glimmer of distant galaxies, and the quiet courage of these friends lull you into a deep and peaceful rest. The journey continues tomorrow, but for now, sleep, knowing that even in the vastness of the universe, there is always hope, always a quiet strength, and always a new day dawning. Good night.